Hi YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps, and I I got something different to share, and this is actually fun. It's a way to upcycle, recycle, a way to think outside the box. Okay, so this is my dilemma, and I have this dilemma every single season. By the way, Merry Christmas to all of you, no matter where you are in God's part of the world. It is the season to celebrate his birth. That is what I call Jesus' birth. And we know that it's all about Santa and Rudolph and Frosty, and yes, my favorite, the gingerbread man, right? With that being said, I have been looking for die cuts and different ephemera that pertains to his birth. And basically, you can't find it. It's not existent. You can find everything else, even the gift tag, boxed and packaged collections. I went to many different stores and could not find one. And then I had the brilliant idea. Okay, so the other day I was at a thrift store, and this particular thrift store got a lot of Christmas cards donated. I'm assuming from Kmart. Yeah, we still have one lone Kmart in my neck of the woods, which I never go to. But anyway, I was sifting and sorting through all the different boxed cards and came across this beautiful, oh, this is so gorgeous. This is a beautiful his birth card. And of course, it was open. And though there were multiples of other collections, it was only the open collection which I picked up. I picked up several other different designs too, but this was the only his birth design that I picked up. And I knew I needed to do something with it. Okay, you guys, in this video, we are going to create our very own ephemera. I figured, you know what? If I can't find it, if I can't buy it, why not make it? What an awesome way to recycle cards, right? So we are going to create our very own die cuts and then take those die cuts and let me show you what you can make and what we will make in the video. I just love it. I made his birth tags. Look at that, you guys. All from one card. This was super easy. I didn't have to stamp. I did die cut, but there was no coloring, no stamping. You know what? Let's flip this over because I didn't have to think about a sentiment either because this sentiment comes right from the card. I love how this turned out. The only thing I need to do is add my string. Very simple. I love it. And once again, I use the sentiment from the card on the back. I love so this is the card, right? It looks just, I mean, it's gorgeous. I love, is that what it's called? Etch when you etch it. Well, anyway, it looks scratched. That is beautiful. And the inside is just a plain card. And then the back is plain too. Okay, so what you need? Well, just grab your basic shaped dies. Though I do have to point out, I did use a die set by Anna Griffin. And I pulled this die set out so I could actually use it. She has some examples here on the idea sheet. Use it the way it's intended to be used. But then the idea came to me to use it with these cards, and you'll see that in the video. But this set, I believe it's sold out. It's called Mini Nativity Dies. But you can use whatever you have in your stash. And you know what? If you don't have any dies in your stash, if you know how to line draw, you can make your own template and use that. Okay, these are the dies, and this is the card. The way I got started, well, I examined my image, and I thought, how many different die cuts could I get from this one image. Let me first share some of the cuts that I have left over. So I see 3 separate images here. I see the actual manger scene and then this city scene. Oh, this is so gorgeous. How I wish I could have found another box. And then the Oh Holy Night. So you see here, for this one, I actually used a rectangle die and die cut out this whole top part. I used a circle die that has stitching around it and got this part. And then if I bring my other tags back into view, you see the Oh Holy Night pieces. They were cut with different size tags. And then the back too, I used different dies to cut out the sentiments. So think outside the box when it comes to which dies you use. Okay, so this one is unfinished. And to cut out this scene, okay, this Anna Griffin's die set, it has 3 different shaped dies. I used this shadow die to cut out this frame, and then I used this shadow die to cut out these 2. I love it. Okay, so we are going to create a tag like this, except I'm going to switch up my color scheme. And this die, the large die that I'm using as a tag, I found from Tuesday Morning. It's by Spellbinders. If I can, I'll link this below. It's called Renaissance Jubilee and comes with 4 dies. Okay, and then I will pull from some of the dies I have on my oversized magnetic cards, and I will link these magnetic sheets below as well. I have several binders where I actually decorate my magnetic cards. I have a whole system. Many of you have adopted it. These are just my plain magnetic cards here. But once again, I will link them below. Okay, let's bring our card back into view. I just love this because it takes, well, Christmas, this is the busiest time of the year, and we want to do more than we actually can. This way, we can recycle cards that we've gotten from prior years. And wouldn't that be nice to recycle a card someone gave you and give that card or give a repurposed tag to them? That would be so nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is take Anna Griffin's die. I'm going to take the shadow die of the manger, and I do want to center this die. Well, I will need to cut around it. Actually, first, let's just slice the card in half, and then center it. I want to make sure with this image, this die is big enough to get both of the men on the outside. What I'm going to do now is just roughly cut around, but I just want to cut along the die. And the reason why I'm cutting close to the die is because that will leave more space for me to use different shapes and different sizes of other dies. Okay, I will be using the Anna Griffin mini machine. I did a second review, took a second look at this machine. I love it. I do. And where are my... Okay, here's the other plates. I did an initial review and unboxing video. I've shared a couple additional videos, and then because I've been using this machine for about a month, I thought to bring an updated review, and I did that just yesterday. Okay, so I want to make sure I have the image inside the die. And that looks good. Send this through. Goes through really fast. And then in the meantime, well, I'll wait until this comes out. I love this little machine. It truly is mighty. Okay, let's take a look at our homemade ephemera piece. Look at that. That is beautiful. So I'll just discard this and put my outside die back on the magnetic card. Okay, and then we still have this left. Now, yeah, I would not throw this away. No, this is too beautiful. So I'm going to recreate this one once again. So I need my circle die. And that one's too big. If you're wondering why my dies are pink, I spray painted them. I shared it in a video a couple years ago. Okay, so let's get rid of some of this excess. And I want to center this because I like the buildings and I want that star as well. And I do want to save some space so I'm able to cut out Oh Holy Night. So I better scoot this over to the right some. Okay, let's turn it like this. And you know what? Do I have room to go ahead and die cut out Oh Holy Night? Nope. I got to do that separately. Okay. I'm going to send this through the machine again. Goes through really fast. And I'll be using, I believe, this size. Is this the one? Yep. That's the one. I get excited when I look at this. Look at that beautiful stitching around there. And with this particular sandwich, it cuts and embosses in one pass. I love this little machine. Okay, and let's see. Will I be able to get this cut? I think so. Yep. Oh, holy. So if you want this machine, you can only get it on hsn.com, and I do believe it's still available. Okay, I got most of it. That looks good. And the last thing we need to die cut is our sentiment. Okay, and I'm going to use this particular shape, which is this die here. And I do have to cut this down. Okay, do it just like that. I want to center it just like so. And okay, so I have this. I love this, using pretty much every aspect of this card. And the last die cut piece we need, which I have already cut out, is the actual, this large diamond shape die cut here. And I've also die cut out a separate piece in craft to add stability. This red paper I'm using comes from Michaels. It was available. Okay, I put it away. Here it is. I picked up red and silver, but I'm told that gold and rose gold was also available. I didn't see those at my stores. And this paper, it has craft on the back. And I like, it's thinner than my other specialty cardstocks, but I like it. Okay, what I'm going to do is use glue to adhere these together. And I pour my favorite glue inside of a Zazz glitter bottle. That's how I recycle the bottles. And if I remember, I'll have the glue linked below. So I'm adding glue along the perimeter. And I will add glue in the center just a little bit. Okay, so you do want to be careful, especially if you're using a specialty, a mirror or glossy type cardstock. Though we will cover up most of the paper, you don't want to get that glue on this pretty paper. Okay, I'll set that down and just use my where's my paper towel? Okay, I had a paper towel. And I do have glue on my fingers, but it's going to be okay. Do want to hold it together. You don't want to use too much glue. Okay, that's good enough. So that's it's firm enough. And that's how the back looks. Okay, so let's put this together. This is the fun part. We have die cut out. Look at our ephemera pieces. Look at that. Right? Okay, so, oh, I did use another die, and I'll share that in a second. And these are the pop dots that I'm using. I got these from the 99-cent store, and you get quite a bit. Okay, so I want to mimic this one. So first, I'm going to layer this tag here. I'm going to add some adhesive to this die cut ephemera piece and put it just like that. And then I'm going to take this piece and add a pop dot, maybe 2. Just like that. And add it, turn it, kind of sort of like that. Okay, and then going to add 2 layers to the manger die. So I have 2 layers of foam there, and let's see. You know, before I actually add this here, I do want to demonstrate something. If you wanted to make a 3D type card, you could die cut out like this piece and then layer it on the card. You would match up. Like I'm looking at this man here, I would layer it like that, and instantly you have a 3D design. But, uh-oh, no, don't stick, okay. Alrighty, we are making this one here. So I want to turn it this way a little bit, like that, because I want to show Oh Holy Night. And take a look at that. Isn't that nice? I just love it. Okay, and on the back, I'm not going to add any 3D foam dots. Layer that just like that. And then, now this tag it's really done. Well, I still need to add string or ribbon. But the last thing I did is I used this die. It's an angel charm from Cottage Cuts. I recently shared my Black Friday shopping lot video, and I shared this die. I love it. It's a angel. Well, it's called angel charm, and I have already cut out. I have some extra pieces. So I have, well, I had another color somewhere. Well, this is how it looks, and I added a little glue to the top and adhered it like that. Of course, I think I would use a gold or perhaps a blue. I don't know where it is. I had one here. But anyway, that finishes off this beautiful His Birth tag. Okay, you guys, this was fun. I have already started die cutting out other ephemera pieces. I got this from a thrifted card box set. Now, when I look at cards, I will look at them in an entirely different light. I am going to see die cuts. I'm going to see ephemera, right? This is so fun. This is so beautiful. Okay, if you have found this video informative and enlightening, if you have been encouraged to recycle your cards and create your own ephemera and die cut pieces, why not support this video? Give me a big thumbs up. Also subscribe. Feel free to share this video, and I want to thank you all for watching. As always, blessings!